Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. And a quick look here before we tip off at the State Farm starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on Ronnie Brewer.
You know, you look at the frame of Ronnie Brewer, you realize he's perfect. You can call me and incredibly long arms. He also has the speed and lateral agility to stay in front of the smaller guards out on the perimeter.
And if you do try to slip by Brewer, he has very quick hands. Strip the ball right out from under your nose if you're not careful. He'll lunge and get those quick hands in passing lanes, deflecting passes. You know, very, very good defense. The New York Knicks come into this one after a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And the story of the game, Kevin, was the outside shooting. They really lit it up from three-point range.
Well, they were giving far too many open looks from out there, Steve. I mean, they were shooting warm-up jumpers. That's what happens when you play a team that's weak on the perimeter defensively.
The dish to Crawford.
You know,
At the wall. Throws it up high. Tipped. In for the dunk.
that was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
That was a tough, gritty finish.
Well, on paper anyway, the Knicks probably have the most intimidating front line in the NBA with Tyson Chandler, Amari Stoudemire, and Carmelo Anthony. A lot of star power there.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Brewer comes in.
His shot is looking really good here in the first.
Sure is, Clark, and he's nailing everything. 5 for 5 already.
Here's Walker. The shot from the low post is good.
Nice touch near the hoop.
For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Trailblazers.
That was a tough game for them to lose, guys, because they really played well throughout the game.
I agree there, but despite the result, I think they can definitely take some positives away from it.
Dishes at the tops. Rebound, Washington. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the dynamic is between these two clubs, Kevin, because they'll face each other 4 times this year.
And Wall kicks to Crawford. Leads him in there. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Here's Smith. 1 second left. Gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Great move to get to the bucket and lay that one in. He's got the softest touch around the basket. Impressive.
32.
And so the first quarter is in the books.
24.
Knicks out front. They lead by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Basketball season is in full swing, so come out and enjoy live NBA action with your Wizards. Single game tickets are available to make sure you see the monster take on the opposition. So come out and welcome our sensational new rookie.
All right, the second quarter begins in just a moment.
Yeah, it's been a complete performance, Steve. You look back on this game, it's one that you would hope to be able to build on.
Walker. Shot's good by Walker. Here's Shumpert. Price with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Parsons passes to Walker. Thomas is there. Shot clock at 6. Power down. The jam.
He would not be denied on that one, no matter what the defender threw at him.
Yeah, he needed just a little more effort to make that stop.
I don't know. I don't think any amount of effort would have done it. That guy walked flying to the hoop. Yeah, he always gives the fans a temporary souvenir, it seems like, blocking 2 or 3 shots into the 10th row. Of course, you got to give the ball back, so very temporary souvenir.
We're going to have to change that because in baseball, when they knock those foul balls, they don't go checking.
You can keep them, that's right.
Yeah, same with the NFL. If the ball happens to get by the net, you can keep the ball.
That, right. Well, we need to change that in basketball.
I agree.
Well, I know what the fans think of when his name comes up. His dunk. As a defender, you've got 2 choices when he's driving the lane. Get out of the way or be in the post.
J.R. Smith back in the league after spending most of last season in China. And he's a player with so much talent. An explosive athlete, offensively gifted, deep range on his shot.
A chance here. First half of fourth member of...
Now, presented by Sprint.
The weekend is finally upon us, and on this Friday night, it's time for the halftime show. The Knicks are on a tear right now. They've started off pretty well this season, trying to continue the momentum. J.R. Smith making a big contribution. They may not have expected a first half like that, but I promise you the coach is drawing up plays for them in the locker room right now. And the Wizards have been plugging away. They've been working the ball inside, getting in close, easy points around the rim. The Monster making a big contribution. He's got 10 points and a great field goal percentage for him as he's been making his shots count. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
The upside from McGee is great, but at this point in time, the Wizards needed some veteran presence.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Looking at the game for the Monster, 10 points and 1 steal as well. Don't underestimate how important he's been.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, he's really tapped into his potential today, guys.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Tyson.
And to be a mentor for their young point guards.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Emeka Okafor. He's checked in for Nene. Jordan Crawford comes in for Beal. And John Wall subbed in for Shelvin Mack.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and
all
he used
in the
it
books.
nicely.
And this one all but over already. Knicks out front, running away with it.
67. 2K Sports Magazine, the latest issue, is now available. The Monster, appearing on the front cover. A breakout talent, making his mark in the NBA.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has a report on our Sprite uncontainable game. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, always a favorite part of the broadcast. Our uncontainable game goes to the New York Knicks. You can see the fight.
Were a result of that physical talk.
Here's Walker. Jams it with authority.
That's what I like. A nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that. Looking to end the run. And he races to the bucket for two. Getting back to the Washington Wizards, Clark. They're taking strides to encourage more defensive play. And sometimes it paid off. Sometimes it didn't. Young team still developing. And they think they're headed, though, in the right direction, at least defensively.
Well, they had a reward system.
Nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
So that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Coach singled you out tonight as having a great game in the loss. Does it help to know that your solid performance didn't go unnoticed even though the team couldn't pull out the win?
It's nice to hear that Coach thought I played well. It's a little bit of a silver lining, I guess, in what was otherwise a pretty frustrating loss. Coach has been doing this kind of thing for a while, though. He knows when it's the right time to praise somebody or get on them for something. And I guess he thought in this case a little positive feedback was warranted. So, yeah, I appreciate the comment. I just hope next time it can come after a win.
If